Jimin of BTS was left both shocked and a little jealous after Jungkook and J-Hope unexpectedly departed for the United States ahead of him to prepare for the Ararang Tour without letting him know. As a result, he eventually came up with a surprise plan of his own when he arrived later at the rehearsal venue. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. Recently, Jimin found it impossible to hide his surprise after learning about the sudden departure schedule of his fellow group members. The news that Jungkook and J-Hope had already left for the United States had not reached him, as he had expected. Their decision to travel together in advance to prepare for the Ararang Tour became a major surprise for him. The unexpected departure caught Jimin completely off guard because he had assumed that all of them would leave around the same time, or at least travel together. He had received no clear indication until the day of departure had actually arrived. Seeing his two close friends head to the United States ahead of schedule stirred a mixture of emotions within him. When Jungkook and J-Hope departed from the airport, the scene was filled with flashing cameras from reporters and enthusiastic cheers from fans. Photos of the two looking close, cheerful, and ready to take on the international stage quickly spread across social media. Watching their warm interactions through his phone screen left Jimin with mixed feelings. The close bond displayed by Jungkook and J-Hope during their journey to the United States sparked a small wave of jealousy in Jimin's heart. He naturally began to feel left behind as his two friends took the first step without him. Feelings like these are understandable among group members who have long regarded each other as family. Jimin's jealousy was not born out of resentment, but rather from his deep desire to always be by his friend's side. He had grown accustomed to sharing every rehearsal, every laugh, and every exhausting moment with them in person. Watching such an important journey begin without him present made him feel both nostalgic and temporarily left out. Back in the rehearsal room, the atmosphere felt noticeably quieter for Jimin after Jungkook and J-Hope had left. He tried to focus on his own preparations before joining them. Even so, thoughts of the exciting experiences his friends were having in America continued to occupy his mind. Jimin attempted to distract himself by opening his messaging app and contacting the two of them. However, the time difference prevented their conversations from flowing as quickly as he had hoped. The delayed replies only added to his impatience and growing sense of longing. Meanwhile, in the United States, Jungkook and J-Hope were busy adjusting to an intensive rehearsal schedule. They remained fully focused on perfecting their performances for the Ararang Tour, which was expected to attract millions of fans from around the world. Despite their demanding schedule, they still thought about Jimin and eagerly looked forward to his arrival. Their presence in America brought tremendous energy to the Ararang Tour production team. During breaks between rehearsals, Jungkook and J-Hope spent time exploring several interesting places together. Those shared experiences strengthened their friendship even further while they were abroad. On the other hand, Jimin continued to follow the progress of rehearsals through updates sent by the management staff. Every new photo and rehearsal video showcasing Jungkook and J-Hope's teamwork made it increasingly difficult for him to suppress his jealousy. His eagerness to join them at the rehearsal venue grew stronger with each passing day. Rather than allowing those feelings to overwhelm him, Jimin used them as motivation during his final preparation sessions in Korea. He poured all of his energy and emotions into his dance practice and vocal training. He worked tirelessly so that when he finally arrived in America, he would be ready to surprise his two friends with his best performance. At last, the long-awaited day for Jimin to depart for the United States officially arrived. Filled with excitement, he packed everything he needed and headed to the airport with confidence. Every step felt lighter because he knew he would soon reunite with his closest friends. During the long flight to America, Jimin imagined what their reunion would be like. The jealousy that had lingered in his heart gradually transformed into overwhelming excitement. He could hardly wait to jokingly express his feelings to Jungkook and J-Hope for leaving so suddenly without telling him. Upon landing, Jimin was greeted by the management team and immediately escorted to the main rehearsal venue for the Ararang Tour. He specifically asked the staff not to inform Jungkook and J-Hope that he had arrived. Instead, he planned to surprise them as a playful response to their secretive departure. The atmosphere inside the rehearsal venue was extremely focused as Jungkook and J-Hope perfected their choreography on stage. Both were completely immersed in practice and had no idea that Jimin had quietly entered the room. Several staff members struggled to hide their smiles as they noticed Jimin waiting behind the stage. When rehearsal break finally began, Jimin slowly walked toward Jungkook and J-Hope as they rested and drank water. His silent approach caught them completely off guard, and both looked up in shock the moment they noticed him standing there. Their stunned expressions were immediately met with Jimin's triumphant laughter as his carefully planned surprise unfolded exactly as he had hoped. Without hesitation, Jimin immediately showed his adorable reaction by pretending to sulk and playfully complaining about Jungkook and J-Hope leaving ahead of him. He let out all of his jealousy through lighthearted jokes that instantly broke the awkward atmosphere in the rehearsal room. Realizing how he felt, Jungkook and J-Hope could only burst into laughter as they tried to cheer him up. Jungkook quickly walked over and wrapped Jimin in a warm hug, hoping to melt away his friend's playful pout. Meanwhile, J-Hope laughed along while honestly explaining the reason behind their seemingly sudden and separate departure schedule. His sincere explanation, combined with Jungkook's comforting, their reunion became an emotional moment that restored the joyful chemistry the three of them always shared. The familiar laughter and playful banter that BTS is known for once again filled the rehearsal room, replacing the serious atmosphere from earlier. Any lingering jealousy or minor misunderstanding disappeared, giving way to an even stronger sense of friendship and solidarity. After the surprise reunion, Jimin immediately joined Jungkook and J-Hope for rehearsal. His arrival completed the stage energy that was essential for refining the concept of the Ararang Tour. Their combined vocals and synchronized choreography brought a new level of excitement and harmony to the performance, making the rehearsal feel more vibrant than ever. Their renewed teamwork proved that the bond between the members could never be shaken by distance or different travel schedules. The jealousy Jimin had experienced ultimately reflected how deeply they cared for one another and how much they valued being together. With their chemistry stronger than ever, the three were fully prepared to deliver an unforgettable performance for fans in the United States. The day's rehearsal concluded with a celebratory dinner at a local restaurant, marking their reunion. Around the dinner table, they shared funny stories from their individual journeys before finally coming together in America. The warm atmosphere and constant laughter provided the perfect ending to a day that had begun with mixed emotions and ended with heartfelt happiness. Now, Jimin, Jungkook, and J-Hope are completely focused on ensuring the success of the upcoming Arirang Tour. Their full reunion in the United States sends a strong message that a spectacular performance is on the horizon. The small story of an unexpected departure and Jimin's playful jealousy has become yet another treasured memory in their journey together, strengthening the bond that continues to inspire fans around the world. Amid all the online excitement, growing curiosity also surrounded the Ararang Tour itself, which was set to feature a grand and highly experimental production. The show is expected to combine traditional Korean musical instruments with modern hip-hop and pop arrangements, creating a spectacular performance for audiences across the United States. Jimin, Jungkook, and J-Hope were reportedly preparing a high-energy unit stage complete with intricate choreography that demanded exceptional synchronization, making the advanced rehearsals by the two members especially important. The playful tension between the three members did not escape the attention of the production staff, who remained ready to capture every memorable moment on camera. Jimin's surprise arrival and prank at the rehearsal venue was reportedly filmed discreetly for future Bangtan bomb episodes and behind-the-scenes vlogs. Even the camera crew struggled to hold back their laughter as they recorded Jungkook and J-Hope's genuinely shocked reactions, completely unaware that Jimin had secretly planned such a dramatic entrance. The story reached its peak when the three BTS members later attended a press conference with international media in the United States. During the event, one reporter openly asked about the viral rumors surrounding Jimin's supposed jealousy, which had become a popular topic across social media. In response, Jimin, Jungkook, and J-Hope burst into laughter, wrapped their arms around one another, and jokingly replied that the so-called jealousy was nothing more than proof of how inseparable they were, both on stage and in their everyday lives. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Jimin Gallery for more exclusive stories, daily updates, and deep dives into the world of our favorite star, Park Jimin. Glowing star. Jimin of BTS was left both shocked and a little jealous after Jungkook and J-Hope unexpectedly departed for the United States ahead of him to prepare for the Ararang Tour without letting him know. As a result, he eventually came up with a surprise plan of his own when he arrived later at the rehearsal venue. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. Recently, Jimin found it impossible to hide his surprise after learning about the sudden departure schedule of his fellow group members. The news that Jungkook and J-Hope had already left for the United States had not reached him, as he had expected. Their decision to travel together in advance to prepare for the Ararang Tour became a major surprise for him. The unexpected departure caught Jimin completely off guard because he had assumed that all of them would leave around the same time,